Welcome to another episode of Brothers War. I'm Zack Taylor.
And I'm Ryan Green, and we talk about all things magic, but mostly Commander.
So this week we're going to be kind of meandering a little bit, maybe a little psychosis crawling, if you will. Talking about a few things. We're going to talk about, some games we've played on Arena. We're going to talk about the War of the Stark novel. And at the end, we're going to take a quiz. So you're
Get your thinking caps ready, because we are going to quiz it up here on the Brothers War podcast.
Yep. We haven't read the questions yet, so this should be fun for everyone.
Yeah, and we'll try to make it so that you listeners and viewers at home can take it with us.
For sure.
Tweet at us and let us know how well you did.
Yeah.
Speaking of tweeting at us, you can do so at Brothers Warcast.
Individually, you can hit me up at Z4CK38.
And individually on Twitter, I'm at Green Geek. And it's not an episode of the Brothers War podcast if we don't thank all of you listeners out there and viewers in audience land. So thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. And your feedback really helps us get better and keeps us going strong. So if you want to do that, you could leave us a review in the iTunes store, or you can make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube thing going on here. And you can always tell a friend. We would really appreciate that too. So thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right. So Zach, what's been going on in your life, man?
Not a whole lot, just, chilling. Last weekend, big weekend for me. In-game finally came out. We went and saw it Saturday, and it was definitely everything that we hoped it would be. I felt like it was really good. It tied everything up, and yeah, it was like really satisfying to see.
It was really good, but I don't want to go into it because maybe some of you out there haven't seen it yet,
right?
And we don't want to ruin it.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I am not a fan of spoilers. Okay, so all right, yeah, so now it's time for that hashtag MTG dad moment. This one goes out to my son, Mal. So in my daughter's room, there's like a little playhouse. I think I've talked about it before, but essentially there's a mailbox on it with a little flap that opens. And this one is for Mal. I'll show the listeners here. So it looks like this, and he'll drop it down, and then he'll get his hand stuck in there, and then he can't get it out. And so his hands are pretty small, but yeah, so he's been doing that. So we had to remove it from the playhouse. But it's just so funny because when it happens, Veronica comes out. She's like, "Mom, Dad, Mal's stuck. He needs your help." And and he gets in there and he's just like, he's like making some noises. It's pretty funny. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that parents see, and it's a hashtag MTG dad moment.
That's hilarious that he's actually done it. Like, I heard you say the other day, like, Mal, you're going to get your hand stuck. And I thought you were just joking. I didn't realize he'd actually gotten his hand stuck in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. And I can just see him. He's like talking to himself, just like trying to make words.
Yeah, it's so cute. And I thought that he would figure out not to put his hand there, but not yet. But I'm sure at some point we can reinstall the mailbox.
He's still young.
All right. So it's also not an episode of the Brothers Roll podcast if we don't think one Mr. Mike Condon.
Gentleman and a scholar.
And a scholar and a gentleman.
Yes.
But yeah, no, Mike, thank you seriously so much. We couldn't do this without you. You're our silent partner, and we really appreciate you. Okay, so that's going to move us into our first subtopic, right? Yep. We are going to be talking about an update to the Commander rules that just recently happened. And it's a pretty small update. It's not... Yeah. It's not big, but, it's news for our format, so we should just kind of briefly touch on it.
Sure.
So there's a link in the show notes to the post by the Commander Rules Committee. But basically, there's a new Rule 0 that was come up by the Rules Committee and the Commander Advisory Group, or the CAG, that's got, they were working together and came up with new Rule 0. And I'm going to read it here. It's Rule 0. These are the official rules of Commander. Local groups are welcome to modify them as they see fit. If you'd like an exception to these rules, especially in an unfamiliar environment, please get the approval of the other players before the game begins. And you know what, Zach, you and I recorded an episode about having the talk. Yeah. Yep. So that's basically this, right? Like, do that. And also, these rules are official. So not a whole lot there, but just like a more like crisper definingness of the Rule 0 there. So keep it social.
Yep.
All right. So do you want to read out this next one?
Sure. It's a rewording of a already existing Rule 13, which says abilities which bring card or cards you own from outside the game into the game, such as Wishes, Spawn Sire of Ullmarg, Karn the Great Creator, do not function in Commander.
Yeah. So basically, it's just saying officially wishes and stuff like that don't
Right.
work. And I don't know. I mean, I think that's one that maybe deserves some further discussion at a later date, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. But it's nice that that's like really well defined now.
Yeah.
There's no confusion, so that's good.
Yep.
But yeah, that's basically it. Those are the rule updates, and that's leading us into a new segment we're going to try here on the Brothers War podcast, and it's called
Commander Rules.
All right, here's how this segment's going to work. We randomly generated a link into the comprehensive rules for Magic the Gathering, and I'm going to read it here. Zach doesn't know what I'm going to read, and we're going to kind of treat it as a learning opportunity to get everybody more familiar with the comprehensive rules, the really deep dive rules, and just talk about it a little bit. So hopefully it's entertaining to the listeners at home.
As well as informative.
Exactly. We're doing our part to make the game better.
Yep. So what's this rule?
All right, up first. Well, up only. We've got Rule 301.5B. And if that sounds crazy, it is, right? Like, that's how comprehensive these rules are. There's a ton of them, and they're all structured, and there's subpoints and all that. But I'm going to read 305B here, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit.
All right. Let's hear it.
All right, Rule 301.5B says, an equipment is cast and enters the battlefield just like any other artifact. An equipment doesn't enter the battlefield attached to a creature. The equip keyword ability attaches the equipment to a creature you control. See Rule 702.6. Cross references. That name of that rule is equip. Control of the creature matters only when the equip ability is activated and when it resolves. Spells and other abilities may also attach an equipment to a creature. If an effect attempts to attach an equipment to an object that can't be equipped by it, the equipment doesn't move. So, is any of that surprising?
No.
Okay.
I think it seems pretty straightforward. And the living weapon stuff that like on Batterskull, right? That happens. It already happens after it comes into play, right?
Yeah, it creates a germ token and then like attaches it, and that's one of the things where it says like spells and other abilities may also attach an equipment to a creature.
Right.
That's what's happening.
An ability, right?
So the interesting bit here is control of the creature matters only when the equip ability is activated. So, for example, let's say you have a creature and you equip it with Umezawa's Ajit or Skull Clamp or what have you.
Yeah.
And then I steal the creature.
Right. It doesn't equip, right?
No, the equipment is still attached to the creature because I control the creature. So I don't control the equipment, but for all intents and purposes, it's still modifying the creature. So you would actually have to pay to equip it to one of your other creatures.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I have a creature, so I have two creatures in play.
Correct.
And I try to equip it to one, and you somehow steal the creature I'm trying to equip it to, you get the creature, but you don't get the equipment, right? And I have to repay the cost to attach it to my remaining creature?
Well, so the way this would really work is you have two creatures and you pay an equip cost and you equip a creature.
Mm-hmm.
It comes around to my turn. And remember, equip is only at sorcery speed.
Okay.
Then I take control with control magic or what have you. I grab control of the creature. It's still equipped by that equipment, even though I don't control the equipment.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that this was in response to me attaching or equipping the equipment, you stole it, not you stole it like on your turn.
Yeah,
okay.
and so that actually brings in this last point here, which is if effect attempts to attach an equipment to an object that can't be equipped by it, the equipment doesn't move.
Right.
So, for example, let's say I did have some instant speedway to steal your creature, and I think that you targeted it with the equipment ability. Once I've gained control of it, it's not a creature you control anymore.
Right.
I don't think the equip happens. I'm actually not sure on that. I'd have to dig deeper into the rules, into one of these other sub-rules, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. But more importantly, like, let's say you had two creatures and you were going to move an equipment from one to the other,
right.
and I somehow gave, I think Tower of the Magistrate can do it, but let's say I gave your second creature protection from artifacts.
Okay.
Right? Now it wouldn't be allowed to move, and it doesn't fall off of the first creature. It just stays there. It doesn't move. So that's kind of the rule 301.5B in a nutshell. As you can see, the rules are really deep, and they kind of do cover like all the scenarios, and they kind of have to, because these rules are interpreted by Magic Arena, MTGO, right? Yep. So they need to be really crystal clear, and they're updated all the time. And I have a nice little app here that has all the comprehensive rules in it, so I can always look stuff up.
Same. on my phone too.
Well, okay, yes, indeed. So that pretty much wraps up Commander Rules.
So, with all this hype for War of the Spark, Wizards also released a book that tells the story of what's happening through the course of the set. And
a book by Greg Weisman.
Yep. So Ryan and I both read it. Ryan read it on his phone, I assume, right?
That's absolutely right. I said I was going to do it, and I did.
Way to come through. Yes. I read it on my Kindle, and I really enjoyed it. What did you think? Did you like it?
Oh, I really liked it. Actually, I thought it was very fun and well written, and I enjoyed getting to meet the characters and learn more about them. I will say though, like, because we got to see all the cards first,
right?
I knew it was going to happen in the book.
Yeah.
Right. Like we're obviously not going to spoil stuff here.
Yeah, no spoilers.
We would not do that to you. We're anti-spoiler. But if you've been paying attention to the cards and you've like read the flavor text on them and stuff, you'll know what happens in the book.
For sure.
There is extra detail, and that extra detail is wanted and wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
And the characters get more fleshed out and stuff. But I think I would have preferred to read the book first and then get to read the cards, because I would have had this experience of like, oh, this is the card for like that moment in the story that I already read. And I think that would be a better experience overall. But I'm curious what the audience at home thinks. Like, did you read the book? And if so, would you have preferred to read the book before spoiler season?
Yeah, I think I feel the same way, but I still really enjoyed it because like you get, people's kind of inner monologue in it, or like what they're thinking. That's why I like reading like novelizations of movies sometimes, because I want to know what people are thinking and what thoughts are like informing their actions. And I thought the book was really exciting. I really liked the new character Teo, the new Planeswalker, like
Teo Verado.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping they'll do more with him as well as sets going, because it really felt like he was kind of the main character of the book. It seemed like it followed him, Kaya, and Arathia. Is that what her name was? I believe.
Rat. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't want to call her that. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Well, that's what she calls. Like she likes.
Yeah, I guess that's
that.
true.
So, yeah, no, it's not. It's no disrespect, right?
But yeah, like it was cool, like following them around and like getting to learn about kind of the interpersonal politics of the guilds and whatnot. And I don't know, I thought it was a really fun read. So I hope that they'll keep doing this for subsequent sets.
Well, and I know there is another book coming out that's a kind of a follow-on to this story. So
nice. Definitely
plan on picking that up. I think Greg Weisman also did that one. If I'm not sure, but I think that's true. And when that comes out, I'm going to read it.
Yeah, same. And like the other thing that I liked is, I know Wizards like puts the stories on their website and stuff like that. And I don't know, to me, it's like harder to read those because it's like, oh, they're all over the place, or they come out on different days. It's like, I'd rather have it all in one book.
Yeah, it's not contiguous, and like it's kind of like watching episodic television, right? Like, if you don't wait until it's all released and available on Netflix, you have to watch at like the weekly pace that they dole it out. And sometimes you want to just like sit and like gobble everything in and like consume it. And like, I think that getting to read at your own pace, or getting to like, binge shows at your own pace is also like, it's my preferred method of consuming content.
Same.
Maybe some people out there binge our podcast. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the book was really good, and we should highlight that. Like, I definitely recommend it. It was fun to read.
Yeah. So, moving on. We've both been doing some War of the Spark drafts online. I was up till like 5 a.m. last night, but it was okay because I was doing something I love, which was playing Magic, right? And I drafted this like ridiculous deck, or at least it felt ridiculous to me. Like my pack one pick one was Kefnet. I was like, yes, love that. And then someone passed me a Spark Double, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that robot, thanks. And I ended up with a Kiora, a Kaya, and an Ashiok, and I had a couple other Planeswalkers. I don't remember. I had a Dovin and one other one, and then someone passed me a Ronus, and I was like, yes. I was like, this is happening.
I can tell you Ronus is great from experience at least in Sealed.
Yeah, and in Draft, it was sweet. Like, I didn't end up using the, because my deck was more creature heavy than spell heavy, so I ended up not using that ability, but I had Kefnet as a value flyer, right? And then I Spark doubled it. I was like, yeah, I have two of them. What's up?
Oh, that sounds like everything I want to be doing in Magic.
And you know what the third thing I did was?
What's that?
I played Ronus.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh, get in there.
So that was like 8 + 8, so like 16 damage in the skies. I bet you won that turn.
Sure did.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Because I definitely got a little, like, the little beginning of turn, like, flirting with attacking. Or beginning of the game, rather. So, how have yours been going?
Well, okay, so I wanted to like take a moment to just say, like, number one, the experience of War of the Spark on Arena is really smooth.
It is.
It's super good, and I've really been enjoying it. But I've done a couple of sealeds, and I've played more drafts than I probably should. So much fun, like probably at least like 5 or 6 drafts. Like
You never draft too much.
it's really fun. Audience out there, if you've not ever tried drafting, Arena is a really good place to learn.
Yeah.
And you can take your time.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
could take 5 minutes per pick if you wanted to.
Yeah, there's no timer.
There's no timer. Like you can just like really like agonize over each and every decision.
I mean, or you can do what I did. I was like, like on my picks, I was like, I don't know. I was like, what did limited resources say about this card?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've definitely been listening to the limited resources episode about the commons and uncommons, their set review for War of the
Samesies.
Spark, and it's super good. So, guys out there, thank you so much for
thanks.
providing us with that. And I think it's like 4 hours long. So,
Yeah. I am definitely not finished with it yet.
yeah, that's a marathon. So we appreciate it. So yeah, okay. So I wanted to talk about one of the decks that I drafted that went 6-1. This was a Sultai deck.
Oh, snap.
Yep. And it was well, let's see. Okay. I had Dovin, I had Ashiok, I had Jace, and I had Tamio. So 4 like super awesome planeswalkers. But
Yeah.
here's the deal. My deck was all in on Ashiok and like Jace like supplementing the plan. Like every single game I won, and keep in mind that's 12 games that I won because I got to 6 wins. And
Oh, because it's best of 3, right?
that's 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Every single one of those 12 wins, except for one, 11 of them came at Ashioking my opponent out, like milling their
Yes.
entire library, doing things like putting Kaya's ghost form on Ashiok so that when it died, it came back and
Oh,
you get to do
snap.
it again. Wait till it's low on loyalty and they attack, and then like Teferi's Time Twister it to blink it out. It comes back with full counters. I only had the one Ashiok. So like some games went really long because I had to find it. And I also had Aid the Fallen to return Ashiok from my graveyard to my hand. But there was one game in particular that was super sweet. So I got Tamio down and I protected her for a little bit. And her +1 is like name a card, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. If put any with that name revealed into your hand, the rest go into your graveyard. And I was like trying to find Ashiok. I milled Jace, and it was like I was surviving. I had like a bunch of defense, but I got down to where I had exactly 4 cards left in my library. One of them was Aid the Fallen. So I plus Tamio, named Aid the Fallen. Now I have 0 cards left in my library. Cast Aid the Fallen, return Jace from my graveyard, play him, plus him, and win via the Laboratory Maniac ability. And that, my friends, is living the dream.
Yes.
Like, my opponent just like saw me target Jace and was just like, concede. And I was like, yes, this is the best feeling ever. And it's so like uncommon that you're going to have like those 2 rare planeswalkers. But man, was it sweet. And I'll tell you, that kind of feeling gets you to want to play a lot more.
For sure. That's like Gideon, like being like with his friends. They're like, good job, buddy. Good job. Like that's value town.
Yeah, man. So like, I don't know. I'll tell you, I might be playing some Arena after we're done recording this.
Oh, snap. I will be taking bedtime.
Bedtime.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So that's it for all of the little subtopics. It's time to get into the quiz.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So here's how this is going to work. This is a quiz. There's a link to it in the show notes. And what we're going to do is Zach and I have these handy little, note cards here, and we're going to write down our answers and then show them to the camera.
Yep.
And viewers and listeners at home, do the same. We'll try to leave like a little bit of a gap in there for you to do it. And we're going to score it at the end, and we'll tell you which ones we got right, which ones we got wrong, and we'll talk about them here after we've locked in our answer.
And are we going to read the questions?
Absolutely. We have to. Yeah. Otherwise, this would not be a very good episode.
Basically, it's just like us.
7.
Right.
I got it right. All right. So I guess we'll alternate reading the questions. Okay. You want to take the first one?
Sure.
Okay.
Question 1. The storyline of Magic the Gathering takes place in what fantasy world? Lemuria, Atlantis, Ultima Thule, Dominia, yeah, and Excelsior.
Excelsior!
I feel like I know the answer to this one. Don't look.
All right, I'm not looking. I'm covering my answers. All right, audience at home, hopefully you've had time to jot down your answer as well. Are you ready, Zach?
I'm ready.
Shall we reveal it?
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Dominia.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's pretty easy. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yep.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Pretty sure. I play XCOM and the old school DOS one, like when I played Magic when I was a kid, and I'd always put base on the very top of the North Pole, and I would name it Dominia.
Oh, okay. So had a little bit of a leg up there, did you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, we are on to question 2. What is the powerful energy force that players use throughout the game of Magic the Gathering? Is it A, Chi, B, Orgone, C, Tantra, D, mana with 2 N's?
Mana.
Or is it E, mana with 1 N?
Mana.
Mana.
Hmm.
All right, don't put Chi, okay? 'Cause
Okay.
that's the right answer. I want to get this one in.
Okay.
And apparently only 23% of the players get this wrong. So pretty high success rate on this question.
I feel like if you get this wrong, maybe you shouldn't be playing Magic. Or maybe you just started.
It's entirely possible. Okay, so, all right, are you ready to reveal?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, mana.
Mana.
Wait, did you put the double N one?
Maybe.
Did you cross out one of the N's?
No.
Is it like your personal playmat?
Possibly. Which one?
The blue one?
Yes. I don't know how to spell mana.
All right.
So, question number 3. How many cards are in a Magic the Gathering booster pack? 60, 32, 666.
It's that one.
Yep. That's what my mom used to think. 15 or 20.
All right. I have beef with this question because it depends on the set.
It does.
We're out nerding the
We are.
quiz here. Yeah, listeners at home, take time now to give us your answer. All right, for question 3, Zach, did you put 666?
Yes.
I can't see it. What did you put?
15.
15. I put 15 with a smiley face.
Yep.
And that smiley face could be an asterisk because it really does depend on the set. But
Got it. Maybe.
15, high
15.
five. All right.
So, like, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I kind of miss the starter decks that we used to be able to buy. The 60 because it was randomized. There was like a set number of rares, commons, and uncommons, and like it was always when I was a kid. It was like, well, do I want to buy 4 boosters of different sets or 1 starter of 4th edition? Or Ice Age. There were Ice Age starters.
There were Ice Age starters. I actually have some boxes around here somewhere.
Nice.
Actually, I think there's Invasion ones too. Like, I remember. And
because they started doing, like in Tempest, they were like expert level.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, when you went to a sealed tournament, you got one of those,
Yeah.
and maybe a couple of booster packs as well. You know, now when people go, it's just 6 booster packs. Like,
Yep.
there is no sealed deck option. I think the sealed decks weren't very popular with people, and I think the reason is they had a bunch of basic land in them, and people were like, I don't want all this basic land.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it also, it was nice, like when you would show up to like a sealed tournament, you didn't have to have the land station. You had all the lands you needed there in the product. So,
you know what I always chose? Ice Age starter, which is why I had a lot of Ice Age lands.
Oh yeah, snow-covered lands. Hey, you know what? That's good value.
Yeah.
Snow-covered lands ain't cheap these days.
It's true.
Okay, so we're going to move on into question number 4. This one is 36% of the people got it wrong. Which of these isn't a character in Magic the Gathering? A. Abyssal Hunter. B. Ragman. C. Concrete. D. Unseen Walker. E. Morrow.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the Ragman the guy who plays Ragtime?
Probably.
Okay. Or is he like the rag?
There's also Jazzman. There's like music tribal.
Is there a jazz hands man?
Coordinated.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I know the answer.
I think I also know the answer.
Wait, did I spell this word? C Q R
LMNOP. Throw Ryan off the scent.
That's true. Can't get my hand stuck in the mailbox.
All right. Are you ready to reveal your answer?
I am.
3, 2, 1. Concrete.
Concrete.
All right. So far, we are batting. Well, we don't know what the answers are, but we're all like our answers are the exact same.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe it would have paid to read the questions first. These do feel somewhat easy.
Yeah. I'm going to let you read this next one 2 in a row because those are a lot of numbers and I can't get that high.
All right. Numbers. Okay. So 49% of the people get this question wrong. So it's worth 49 points. Actually, we should say real quickly like how the scoring works. Basically, a question that is let's say only 10% of the people get it wrong. It's only worth 10 points because it's a really easy question, right? This question is 49%. Getting this one right it's a lot of points. It's worth 49 points, in fact. So
I'm going to get 100 points and get them all right.
Ooh, bold.
A1 bold. Heinz Company sponsor us.
Okay, so according to the game company, Magic the Gathering is played by about how many people worldwide? And depending on when this quiz is created, that number probably changes. So
yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, this one may be tough. Okay.
Yep. Oh, hey, Max messaged me. He wants to be friends on Facebook. Sweet.
Hi, Max.
Max.
All right. So the multiple choice answers are A, 60,000, B, 600,000, C, 6 million players, D, 60 million players, and E, 600 million Magic players. Nice. Count reference.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
I wasn't sure. I thought that last one was, I wasn't sure if that was 6 million or if 6 million one was 6 million.
There's a $6 million man. I know that much.
Is he that how much it costs to like buy him? Is he an action figure?
Bionic eyes and legs.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Showing my age. All right.
Don't be counting the number of noises you hear over here.
Noise. Scribble in the corner, throw them off.
You definitely got me confused on what I'm writing.
Got there. You know, I probably should have just put like the A, B, C, D, or E.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like you do one. It's like, huh?
But you know what? Actually writing it out so we show it to the camera, that's actually better video.
I think so.
Okay. How many zeros am I going to put here?
Right. I'm listening. I don't know if you knew, but these are hearing aids.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, Zach, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, reveal. I put 6 million.
I put 60 million.
60 million. Okay. So I'll go a little bit into the reasoning that I did there, which is I think it's estimated that it's like 20 million worldwide now. And so that's like triple the number of now.
They were talking about this on Brainstorm Brewery the other day.
But I could be wrong.
I don't remember what they said. I just remember they were talking about it.
All right. So that we're halfway through.
Yep.
And that one's worth 49 points. So that's a big get. Ooh, wow. This next one's worth 51 points.
Ooh. Chronologically, which of these is the first Magic the Gathering series set? So that's in the story, right?
Oh, chronologically, which of these is the...
Not in the order they came out, but the order in the... the story, right?
I do not know the answer to that clearly because I'm taking the quiz with you.
I do. So the choices are antiquities, Ice Age, alliances, homelands, weatherlight. Hmm. Giving myself ample room for all my letters so I don't pull a John Mulaney. Also, I'm looking at the words so I know how to spell them.
That also happened. Yeah, for listeners that aren't viewing the video, hopefully this is still entertaining and maybe you hear those marker noises that we're making. Maybe you don't.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully this is at least fun. And there's silence in there and we'll leave it in there so that you have a chance to, write down your answer and stuff too. So,
Sure.
Zach, what did you say?
Antiquities.
I too said Antiquities because that is the first, one of the very first expansions to Magic the Gathering, and a lot of those other ones are much later. Story-wise, I don't know.
Who knows?
So,
Right?
All right.
So our handwriting does look the same. Your wife was saying she saw my handwriting and thought it was yours the other day. It's very close.
Well, but look at this. You've got a capital Q in there and a lowercase n. Yours is kind of all over the map.
That's a capital N.
That's not a capital N.
It's just smaller.
It's just a hoop. It's not. It doesn't have the middle line. Look at it.
I don't know if you know this, but capitals and lowercases are just a construct.
Yeah, but you have a capital Q in the middle there too. It's very weird.
How do you make that's not a lowercase Q? How do you make a lowercase Q? Let me see yours. Are you dotting your eyes with a heart?
I mean, you can't prove it.
It's true.
Okay. So that was question 6. That one was worth 51 points. So,
do you want me to do the next one?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. This is question 7 for those of you keeping count at home.
33% of the people get this wrong. So 1/3. I like them odds.
Yep. In Magic the Gathering, who is the Lord of the Plane of Wrath? Volrath. Oh, this is very topical. Kenneth Starr. So we know when this came out. Azrael,
Metreon Synthos,
Gargamel, or Voltron.
All form the head.
Yeah.
All right.
I used all lowercase letters except for the first letter because it's supposed to be capital because it's a proper noun. I think. Yes. Ryan definitely wrote Gargamel.
I mean, I have watched the Smurfs, and Azrael is the name of the cat on the Smurfs as well.
Oh, he is, or it is. I was thinking Azrael, the Jean-Luc Valley, the guy who replaced Batman for a while when he broke his back in Nightfall.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. So, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, Volrath. And astute viewers out there can listen or show that I dotted my L with a heart. So,
that's cute.
Not that you dot L's, but it looks like an I. It looks like a capital I.
Yeah.
So, hey, why not?
Man, I was playing back then.
So was I.
That was when I really enjoyed the story, like the Tempest block and Weatherlight.
Oh, the Weatherlight crew was legit for serious. That's some of the best story.
I agree.
Although, I mean, honestly, War of the Spark is really good story too.
Yep.
And it's very satisfying, getting to see all of those characters in one spot.
I will say though that Jehoira, not my Weatherlight captain. # not my Weatherlight captain.
Right? Okay. All right. So we are entering the home stretch here. We're on question 8. 66% of the people get this one wrong. Wow. Okay. So this one might be a little tricksy. So, are you going to read this?
I can.
Or did you read the last one?
I read the last one.
Oh, well then obviously I'll read this. Okay. Antiquities, Ice Age, and alliances take place on what continent?
Your face.
The continent of my face.
Out there.
Okay. A, Antarctica. B, Terracer. C, Sarpedia. B, Arabia. Wait, D is Arabia. E, Jamura. So a lot of those are real.
I can smell my marker.
Ooh, this one's a toughie.
It is. I actually don't know this answer 100%.
I think I do.
I'm gonna hazard a guess here.
I think we're both drawing something here. Because why not? Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
I saw something. I don't know what I saw, but
It was an accented letters, what you saw.
okay. Are you ready to reveal?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Ryan's face.
Ryan's face. Jamura. Ryan.
Yep.
Ryan's Jamura face. Jamiroquai.
These are all capitals, by the way.
Except for not in Jamura. Oh, and the face has a nice accent. That's nice.
Yeah.
So mine says Sarpedia ? And I've got a little duck there. And I think it's Sarpedia because I know there's like the Sarpedia. It's a tome. It's a volume of books, and I think it covers a bunch of these. So and I seem to recall like flavor text from alliances that had like the Sarpedian something in it. So that's why I went with it. And although I will say Arabia, that's where
Arabian Nights.
is. Yeah.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if Jamara is where Mirage and Visions happened.
I think it might be, and it is also on Dominaria for sure. But I think the other ones might be too. And Terracera is also, I think, part of the lore here. So
we'll find out. Question number 9.
This one should be an easy one. 22% of the people get this wrong.
So, what company has produced Magic the Gathering since 1993? Wizards of the Coast, TSR, Milton Bradley, Topps, or Infocom? Well, 10 doesn't give you the right answer. I mean, I'm not skipping ahead.
All right. Let's see here. What do I want to do with this one? Oh, yeah, there you go. All right. I think I'm ready.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Wizards of the Coast.
I put WotC.
I almost thought, oh, hey, I did a little magic hat too.
Did you? Oh, let's bring it in close.
Yep.
Hey,
magic hats.
Hosts think alike.
Yep. That's true.
Okay.
It's
all
like we hang out all the time.
And we do.
It's true.
All right. So we're on to the final question. Number 10. 52% of the people get this wrong. So more than half. What comic book company has been producing a line of Magic the Gathering comics? Uh-oh, Zach, I feel like you might have the edge here. You are a comic aficionado.
So I know 2 of them are wrong because they're the same thing, basically. And go ahead and read that. Let's read the things now. I'll say my bit.
Well, wait till we give the answers because you don't want to give me a hint.
The thing I'm going to say is about what's not on there.
Oh, okay. All right. So A, Image, B, Marvel, D, Dark Horse. Man, I am getting those so wrong every time because they don't on the quiz. It's just little circles.
That's why I'm not reading them. I'm just saying I'm not like this because I know that's setting myself up for failure. I don't do that.
I am. All right, let's see if I can do it again. A, Image, B, Marvel, C, Dark Horse, because Dark Horse starts with a D. I think that's why I said D.
Yeah.
D, Fantagraphics, E, McFarlane.
So the comics that come out now are by IDW. So who published them before IDW? I don't remember.
Oh, all right. So this is the proverbial.
I have a guess.
Hoop shot. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Oh man. Oh gosh. I've got it narrowed down to 2. All right.
I gotta write down my answer. Which 2 did you have it narrowed down to?
Oh, you've already written it down?
Yeah.
I think it's either Dark Horse or Fantagraphics.
I didn't guess either of those.
The people at home are like, what is all this marker scratching we're
Right.
hearing? Okay. The people at Jamba Juice, we apologize. All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Dark glue.
I said Dark Horse.
I did too.
All right. And
This is a bottle of glue. It's a bottle of glue.
that's a horse. So yeah, okay.
Same thing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So for me, I think, okay. I did read comics when I was a youngster, and Image was a big company, and I would have known Marvel's huge, and it wasn't that. McFarlane, like I don't know.
So McFarlane, there's not a comic book company called McFarlane because Todd McFarlane does his stuff through Image.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So I was like, they narrowed it down to those two. I know Dark Horse is real. I don't know if Fantagraphics is real or not.
I think it is, but I think it's Dark Horse because like it's the same process of elimination, right? I know it's not Image or McFarlane because I would know, and it's not Marvel because I've never seen that, and Fantagraphics seems too small. I don't know, unless Fantagraphics is like the biggest comic book company ever that we don't know about. So let us know on Twitter.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna through the magic of editing, we are going to grade these. These answers, and we'll be right back. And we're back through the magic of editing. Here we are, mystically, magically. Okay, so we're going to go over the answers here. The answer to question 1 was Dominia. We both got that one correct.
We did. Good job.
All right, question 2 was Mana with 1 N.
1 N.
We knew that. Okay.
Nope.
Question 3, number of cards in a booster pack.
15.
Both got that. Question 4, who's not character? Concrete. Question 5, and this was our first difference.
Yep, the first divergence.
Your boy Ryan came out on top with 6 million. That is correct.
It's not 60 million yet. I was thinking of the future.
Yeah, and you know what? It could be now.
Right?
Tell a bunch of your friends to play Magic, and we'll get there.
Do you know an additional 59 million people?
Well, I mean, at the most, it'd be 54, and I'm sure the game has grown since then. So,
yeah.
All right, question 6, which in the series of order, it was Antiquities. That was worth 51 points.
Got there.
Question 7, Volrath was the correct answer.
33 points. We both got that.
33 points. Both got that. Question 8, Ryan's face was not on there. Zach gets no credit. Also, neither one of us were right.
Sadly.
It was not Sarpedia. It was not Jamura. It was Terrasair. So no wonder 66% of the people get that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we got it wrong.
We both got it wrong. Okay. That was number 8. So number 9 is Wizard of the Coast. We knew that. Yep. 22 points. And we both got there by the process of elimination on Dark Horse Comics for 52
Dark
points.
glue. I don't know if you know this, but I'm especially good at multiple choice tests and standardized tests.
Well, I believe it now. Although I'll tell you what, not as good as me on this one, buddy.
Okay.
What was your final score?
270,000.
277 to my 326. So
it's a negative number.
And that's out of a possible 392 total points.
Numbers are a construct. They're not real. In my mind,
some numbers are imaginary.
Like infinity? Absolute zero? Wait, that's a temperature.
Like square roots of negative numbers.
Yeah.
Math jokes. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get that. Neither do the listeners. It's not funny, Ryan.
I think they do.
Okay, they probably do.
I have faith in our listeners. Okay. So that's that. That's the quiz. Thank you for sticking through us and making it all the way here. Yeah. And let us know on Twitter or on the Facebook group or in comments on the YouTube video how you did on the quiz. We'd love to know.
Yep. And if you guys know of any good magic quizzes, let us know, and maybe it'll be on here one day.
Yeah, maybe we'll feature it in a future episode. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, we do. We definitely love doing quizzes.
All right. So I mean, that's basically it. Thank you everyone for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe to the video below. And you can follow us on Twitter
at Brothers Warcast.
Individually on Twitter, I'm at Green Geek.
And I'm at Z4CK38.
All right. So until next time, this is the Brothers War saying, Geek out.